It's New York City Girl in Pearls, and I just wanted to do a little fun thing. I know many of you have seen Anna Wintour's 73 Questions that Vogue just put up, and I love that series. Sarah Jessica Parker did an amazing job, and I kind of wanted to take a stab at it. And by no means am I Anna Wintour or trying to be her. I just thought it would be fun and a cool thing to do. It's a lot to be put on the spot and asked a bunch of questions, and I've had no rehearsals. So let's get down to it. Alright, what time did I wake up this morning? 6 a.m. What did I have for breakfast? Greek yogurt. How long have I been here? Here being my apartment since February. What's my favorite thing in this room? My bookcase. What's been here the longest? Me. Can I write down one word I wish everyone would stop using? In the fashion community or otherwise? Birkenstocks. What's an accessory I've had for ages? A K necklace. What's an item of clothing you've had the longest? My sorority girl t-shirts. Go Kaio! Do I have a favorite family heirloom? I'm gonna have to go with Anna on this one. My memories. Thanks, guys. What's my favorite type of flowers? Sunflowers. What is my favorite season in New York? Fall. Uptown or downtown? Downtown. What is my favorite museum in New York City? The Met. How do I feel about Brooklyn? I used to live there. I love Brooklyn, especially Brooklyn Heights. What is my favorite musical of all time? Phantom of the Opera. What is a musical I would love to have a part in? Phantom of the Opera. Who didn't want to be Christine Diet at one point in their life? Maybe that's just me. What is my favorite play? I'm gonna have to go with Silence. It's a parody of Silence of the Lambs, and it's a little less frightening and really funny. Who is my favorite comedian of all time? John Mulaney. What is my favorite action star of all time? George Clooney. What is my biggest phobia of all time? Panic attacks and sharks. Sharks, especially when I'm in Florida. Leather or lace? Leather. A velvet or fur? Fake fur. Vintage or new? New. Polka dots or stripes? Both. What would I never wear? Birkenstocks. Besides a lipstick or phone, what are 3 items I would carry in my bag? Earphones, pen, and a notebook. I think it's the journalist in me. What is the first thing I notice about someone when I first meet them? Their eyes. What am I reading right now? On the subway, Anna Karenina. And at home, Gone Girl. What is my favorite book? That is a tough one. I'd have to say it's between Lolita and The Great Gatsby. What is the last book I read? A Movable Feast. What is a book I wish I would have written? I think that's still unwritten. I'll probably write one. Who knows? The most fashionable literary character, Daisy Buchanan. Baz Luhrmann killed it with those costumes. A literary figure that has most inspired fashion designers. I'd like to say Jane Austen's characters, Elizabeth from Pride and Prejudice, because I love the dresses. But I don't know for sure. Alright, Alright, well, what is your favorite vacation spot? Mykonos in Greece. What country have I always wanted to visit? I've visited it already, Turkey, but I haven't been to Istanbul. So I'm going to have to go with Croatia. Really want to go there. What is one thing I miss about Florida, if anything? Not the humidity, but in actuality, my friends and family. What's the biggest difference between Floridians and New Yorkers? Floridians love their sandals, flip-flops. And New Yorkers love boots, love, I don't know, shoe wear, footwear. Best part about my job, working with creative people, working in a creative environment. How do I feel about horoscopes? Don't really bother me. They're fun to read if, I have the time, then they're there. But I don't take that stuff seriously. I'm a Cancer, by the way. And if I was to make a documentary, what would it be about? Probably Victor Hugo. Maybe even focusing on his daughter, who unfortunately drowned. Okay, that's terrible. I just think Victor Hugo is very interesting. He wrote The Hunchback of Notre Dame. And then, gosh, it's another Paris-based one, but something on the artist of the Belle Epoque, Yvette Gilbert, the singer, and, To Lose the Track. That would be pretty interesting to me. Am I enjoying this interview? Don't think that came in the right question time, but no, not really. It's a little nerve-wracking. Normally I love interviews, but doing it by yourself, not as fun. What is the most surprising thing about my blog? That it's out there and people are able to see it, and I get to interact with so many interesting people. Second most, exciting thing is working with those people. People asking me to help out with, collaborations and promoting their products, and I find that really fun. All right, what will you not find on my blog? Relationship stuff. My relationship stuff. It's not really something I want to put out there until I get engaged and or married. So sorry guys, it's not going to go up there. How often do I run? Ideal, I'd like to run every day. I was doing that for a while, but now it's more like 4 or 5 times a week. If I'm honest, probably more 4 than anything. What do I love about running? It's my greatest de-stressor. What's another sport that I could get into? Watching ice hockey. Thank you, New York Rangers. And I've been really getting back into tennis. I was playing it when I was a kid. I was much better as a kid, and now I have to relearn it. So, go me. How many emails do I write a day? No idea. Favorite cocktail? Whiskey ginger. Water, sparkling or flat? Flat. Coffee or tea? Tea, decaffeinated. What's my favorite food? Guacamole. Anything Mexican. Least favorite food? Escargot. I just can't get past the texture, and it just looks gross. Favorite dessert? Anything hazelnut Nutella based, from froyo to a crepe. Guilty pleasure? That's probably my guilty pleasure. Sweets and maybe reality television. The Millionaire Matchmaker is pretty entertaining if you haven't seen it. Where would I have dinner next week? Besides Chipotle? That's a very good question. I really like AOC in the West Village. It's a French place with a cute garden outside. So I'd probably go with that. Always a great place to take friends and family. Just people I love in general. What kind of phone do I have? An iPhone, pretty standard. Greatest invention of all time, the written word. Stationery and email. Stationery. Letter or postcard? Postcard. What have I learned from my father, who is actually a doctor? Tenacity. What have I learned from my mother, who is also a doctor? Strength of character. What have I learned from my niece and nephew? Always showing my childish enthusiasm. And just getting excited about nothing. The little things, not nothing. What is a skill that can never be mastered? I really don't want to say that, because as long as you put your mind to something, except flying, or, going back in time, it can really be conquered. So I can't answer that. Well, I guess except flying or going back in time. Biggest regret. I had an opportunity to go to Marrakesh, and I didn't take it. And yes, I will be back in Morocco sometime, and I will do that. The least true rumor about me, this is in high school or college and middle school. Honestly can't think of a rumor right now. So nothing. And then interviewer asks Anna Wintour to take a selfie. She graciously declines. And I have no qualms with this, considering I do it occasionally. So here we go. And sending to my top friends. Done. Alright, have a fun Friday, everyone, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.